Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation that you find yourself in. As always, we have our 3 piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can book that in the description box as well. That being said, I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this sweet little bouquet of dried flowers, beautiful smell, this is for you. So this bouquet came as part of a birthday present one year for me from a friend, and it was in like a little bit of a spa pamper package type of thing. So the message obviously from that is that it might be time to pamper yourself and take good care of your body, which is interesting because you do have the supportive oracle card, nourish your temple. So it is a time to be maybe very health conscious for you right now, or just bringing a bit of relaxation. Relaxing your central nervous system might be important to you at the moment, just trying to find a bit of healing through calming. Or just taking good care of yourself, maybe even gardening, maybe drying flowers, or you know, maybe receiving a bouquet. Could be a message in there about romance. So group 1, we've got an interesting reading here, going through a lot of change, and we're going to go through it as we do. Now there's one thing I've changed. In my readings, I normally have this little area over here, which is further advice, and I'm changing that to what's coming that we don't see coming, because we kind of get enough advice in the other areas of the reading and it naturally comes through. So we're going to look at like what we don't see coming, or what we're not seeing at the time. So that's a little extra section. Some of the energies in this reading are Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn are here. Libra, yeah, Libra said that. Okay. Yeah, so could be an area of your chart that is activated or dominant right now. Could be someone you're dealing with, their sign as well. Sun, moon, rising, whatever it might be. So anyway, we'll jump into the past energy for you now with a bunch of extra cards. We have the Queen of Cups, the Devil, the World, the Tower, and the 2 of Pentacles. So those of you that understand the tarot may already see and relate to what they can see here, but it looks like you, what I can see is you have broken free from something. You really have done, and like you've done it this time, as I was just hearing. So that might be relevant for someone that you've maybe tried and tried again with this cycle, or with this person or situation, and you finally overcome what it was that has held you back or kept you trapped or locked. Like, I feel like it's naturally fallen away from you for a lot of you, especially that Queen of Cups there in the World. There's something about her energy of surrender and release. So you probably have been maybe softening into that energy, trying to surrender and heal and just let go. Again, coming back to wanting to calm the central nervous system. So that might be really important to you right now. Maybe you've been through a lot of turbulence, or maybe been in survival a fair bit, and you're just wanting to really smooth things out. And something about smoothing out the energy for you. Maybe you're wanting to use Palo Santo or different breathing techniques, or something that really helps you like find smoothness or balance or something. So with the World in the center of all of this, it really, like, I think it highlights, you know, that you've risen above this situation. Yeah, something may have crumbled. It may have been shocking for some people connecting to this. It could be very unexpected for others. For most of you, I would say it was not unexpected though, given that the Devil is here and already at play. But with the 2 of Pentacles on the end there, I feel like you're still dealing with maybe the aftermath, or just sort of like processing perhaps for some of you. You could be really, really busy right now as well with the changes and trying to maybe implement new changes. Some of you, this could have been new health information that you've realized, all right, I've got to break this habit, or I need to, you know, step up and get healthier in some way. I need to regain control of this, whatever it is. It could be in the area of business as well, where you're just, yeah, you're rising above, and it does require a lot of learning, and it does require a lot of change, and you're, you know, juggling 2 different aspects here and trying, and sometimes it's more than that with the 2 of Pentacles. Often there's like stormy water in the background, and but this is feels a bit more etheric in a way. So yeah, it might be a lot of internal processing here for you of the past and the future, of guidance from spirit and how to embody that in a real world sense, maybe as well. Like, I feel like there's some higher learning coming through for you at the moment that you're trying to embody in your dissension journey here. It's like, that's kind of what I'm getting with this very etheric looking pentacle and the very earthly pentacle. Yeah. So current, yeah, I think you still like might feel like you're not quite out of the woods, or there's still like a bit of clearing to be done before you're off on a new adventure, but you are headed into a new direction for sure. So current energy, we have a fair bit here as well for the week ahead. We have the Three of Cups starting out, which is a beautiful, beautiful card to show that you might be spending more time with friends. There could be some celebrations coming up. You also might be connecting with a new person or a new friend. It could be platonic, could be romantic, but you may feel a deep sense of purpose or connection with this particular person, or it could be a group of people. We have 3 women holding each other here. It could be your sisters, you know. But anyway, yeah, there's something very blessed about meeting this person or coming, you know, spending time with these people that's healing for you. It does feel like there's a sense of purpose here. We've got death as well. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So you are embracing this change. You're probably keeping yourself quite busy with your work as well here with the Eight of Pentacles. And at times we've got the Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Cups, and then the Two of Pentacles. So it's a fair bit to hold out in a row. But you can see yourself kind of going through the motions, that's for sure. I feel like you're keeping yourself very busy with your routines, and there's a change in your routines. You're definitely leveling up in some way, wanting to bring more play and joy into the day or what you're doing, maybe trying to ground yourself with more presence. There is still emotion you're processing and stress, because we have the Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, Four of Cups. So you probably still see how you like 1 minute you're working, but in the back of your mind you might still be stressed about other things, or like trying to keep a brave face. That's kind of comes back to the Two of Pentacles, where maybe this tower situation has got you really stressed and worried, but at the same time you have to keep going. Maybe you've got a job to run and you've got children, or there's parts of you that needs to maybe wear a mask or put on the brave face and get it done. Because yeah, you are new, and you're doing well though. I really have to mark here that you are doing well, and it's not easy to shed old energy and release, and yeah, and anything that you might worry about in the future here as well. Like, I don't know, it feels more about the past than worrying about the future, because the future does look bright for you, and there is an opportunity right there for you that you're not quite looking at, right? So, and really emphasize here on this cup that's being offered to you. So right when you're sort of sitting in the pain of what's happened and thinking about it, the spirit comes in with some sort of help for you. This could be a loving, compassionate friend. It could be a new romantic person offering their love to you. It could be a creative project that's offering you to join in. Like, it could be anything. The cups are emotion, they are creativity, they can also be intuition, it can be healing. The element of water, right? It could be a water sign person, or a heavily water sign, dominant person that is there to help you. But you are in the Two of Wands at the end of your week as well. So, it just looks like you may be cleaning up emotionally or mentally or energetically after a tower moment, a change. For some of you, you might be actively working on something you're wanting to change, but it's very stressful, because I get here like an addiction cycle, for example, where you then have to go without that substance or that thing that you've been using as a vice or a crutch. And that opens up all of these emotions that you were once suppressing or, not having to feel. And so it's kind of like having to sit with those emotions and feel that pain, and, you don't really like it. But at the end of the day, it pays off for you. So there is something about like sitting through something uncomfortable, or, whatever's required to go through this shedding and breaking a cycle that is uncomfortable and painful, but it's worth it, and it's setting you on a new path because we have the Two of Wands here at the end of your week, where you really are looking to the future. And I like that because it's sort of, it matches this card in a way, you know. That could be her broom for there for sure. And I'm just also noticing this little pussycat looking into the crystal ball at another pussycat. So there could be this, I heard longing actually. So you could be longing for something or someone, or vice versa. Somebody could be longing for you. But I feel like the way that cat looks up in adoration at the other cat, like there's definitely like something you want that is sweet, and it could be something you already know, or it could be just like, you know, something you don't know who, but you'd like that type of relationship, or, you know, that type of thing. I think that it's the card of follow your dreams as well, and we got the Two of Wands. So it is time for you to go after what you actually want out of life, and maybe that's writing it down first and figuring out what it is that you want. But I can see in your cards here that it's been clear that you're coming to really understand what you don't want, and it's making you clear on what you do want, which helps you create it and bring it in, because you're more, you can be more discerning and not waste any time on the wrong things. Like you knowing what you want makes it clearer and makes it easier to manifest. So in the area of challenge, we have got the 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. So the area of challenge looks like potentially for some of you, well, a financial strain could be the message for some, but I mostly felt like this, as the image shows, we've got this beautiful family situation here. 10 of Pentacles can be often about our, you know, our long-term legacy that we leave behind for our family, or like it can be very large purchases like a home or the running of a business. 10 of Pentacles, and that's our finances, but it's also our big structure in life too. And the 5 of Pentacles next to it being left out in the cold. So maybe you have invested a lot of your time and energy into something you thought would be the thing, the one, everything, the be all and end all maybe. And it turned out that wasn't the case, and you've had to abandon the situation, or you've maybe been shut out and abandoned in this situation, and you've had no choice but to walk away. But the beautiful thing here is, like, if she was to look up, she would see the key and the keyhole right there. And in this image, she is walking away from this flame, but she's moving to a greater source of that light, which is the sun on the horizon here. So it really shows that you've actually got a lot, no matter what you've lost or is behind you, you've got so much with you right now, and so much more that you're walking towards. And I think that's what's worth focusing on. And I'm going to bring this up actually, because it feels like in alignment, these two tea leaf oracles fell together. We had the broken ring, parting of ways in either romance or business. And then we had rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. And I really do feel that maybe you've got some grieving still to do and some feeling to do, not suppressing, but there is still this movement into a better place for yourself. So you're getting yourself moving, and even if this is in the area of health, you may have neglected your health for some time, but at least now you've got some sort of sense of what it is you need to do to get your health back up and running again by the looks of it, because you are walking towards, you've got some guiding light you're walking towards. You've got some sense of what it is you don't want and what it is you do want. So even if you don't know everything and have the clearest image of where you're headed, you've got some sort of strengthening in your inner compass or something. So what will help with the challenge? We have the Page of Cups, 5 of Swords, Ace of Cups. Page of Cups is very sweet. I'm actually feeling like, as I'm holding it now, I didn't feel it when it first came out, but now I'm feeling it as like just forgiveness and compassion towards yourself for the things that you maybe feel you have, I don't know, just not put yourself first, or where you have just allowed certain things, whatever that is. I don't know if it's from others or from yourself, but there's certain things you've maybe allowed, and it's time to just forgive yourself for maybe not knowing better, but now you do, and it's time to really love yourself, with the Ace of Cups being here, and the 5 of Swords, like letting go of any, I think, past immaturities, just things that you just didn't know better. I really feel like that's what it is, and now you really do. And you may at some point feel like, no, I did know better, but I still chose it anyway. Well, that's still worth forgiving and working through. And I feel like you're giving yourself a lot more love, and that's going to help you move away from the situations that are like tirelessly battling. I don't know what that is, like battling tirelessly. There's something about tireless battle, like maybe it's just like a very argumentative person, or it's like you just can't win or deal with this. So time for a lot of self-love and spending time with friends. That was the first message I got when it came out, was just having a sweet friend around you. This could be a water sign person. It could be a younger person. It's often a platonic energy. Doesn't have to be, but it often is. So just spending time with friends, that's what's going to help, or being your own friend, being creative, believing in the impossible as well, like having faith and that the future is bright, or that your dreams can come true. And it makes me want to pull the Nine of Cups up from the bottom of the deck, which is the underlying energy of this reading. So the theme of your week right now is about moving towards wish fulfillment and having some wish fulfillment coming in for you. So this could also be new love, as we saw before with this Page of Cups, but it may mean you need to leave behind some past grievances or pain. But yeah, you're definitely healing the heart at the moment and creating more space for more love to come in, for softer times. So in the area of what you don't see coming, and I thought this was a really good start for such a little change in my spreads. We had the Six of Pentacles. So what you don't see coming is a lot of generosity and support, love and help, right? We've got it all through all three cards. We've got the Two of Cups, companionship, with the Three of Pentacles. So you've got either someone very special coming in to support you. It could be a friend, and like I said, it could be very much can be romantic with the Two of Cups here. This could feel like a soulmate, somebody who to help you through something. This person does have differences, or these people have differences to you with the Three of Pentacles there. It's often about difference of culture or difference of life experiences, but we all come together to share something equally valuable yet very different, right? It all has its place. So you may be learning something from this person or people, and they may be learning from you as well. There's something very special about someone who wants to work with you and get to know you, or just be there for you as support. I'm actually getting like step parent vibe in this one here. Like I'm almost imagining like it's the mother and daughter, and then there's like this new stepdad coming in or something. That's not for everyone, of course, but I did really feel that when I looked at it, like somebody who wants to come and help with something. I'm not sure if that's, doesn't have to be that, but anything. I'm just noticing like friendship bracelets, commitment rings, so like a deepening of some sort of, so making a new friend, and really leaning on each other and helping each other and being there for each other. And this could be across multiple. You could have a few different, like maybe you've got new love and a friend that you're finding you're getting closer with them. And they're helping you, you're helping them. Like it's a really beautiful exchange, really equal, really fair, really balanced, which is actually interesting because you've got the card Libra, balance, I just noticed, and we've got the 7th house here too. Well, number 7th, not 7th house, but it is, the 7th house, which is our marriage, our long-term partnerships, things like that. So there's definitely a highlight around your relationships at the moment. In the outcome, we have the Empress, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. This is really, really beautiful. It shows you thriving, and there's lots of communication here. Lots of communication about fertility or about something new that is growing. You've got a lot of back and forwards messages with somebody or a group of people. Sort of conversations that make you really investigate the depths of your mind, right? We've got this spiral going all the way around, and you're sharing your most inner truths. Maybe you're able to find vulnerability in conversation with a person or people this week. There's a lot of deep depth of connection. I don't know what it is, like hiccup or something. What was I getting with this? So this, I feel like energy healing as well with the Eight of Wands in this particular image. I really feel like there might be some component of, or some modality around energy healing that is important for you this week. Maybe you're receiving, maybe you're learning, maybe you're providing those services. But energy healing of some kind, I feel, with this card. And exploring the depths of your mind. So this can be numerous things, I'm thinking, when it comes to the mind. Maybe it's that you're learning new information and integrating it, or maybe it's that you're sharing things that you have inside, or it could be energy healing in the area of the mind. I don't know. It could be lots of things. We have pregnancy marked here as well. Of course, it's not everyone's getting pregnant, but it can, as we say often, that it is, pregnancy of all kinds, fertility of all kinds. So there's something that you might be birthing. Maybe it's a new version of yourself. Maybe it's something about receptivity here as well. And the school of fish, what am I getting about that? School of fish and something about water, creeks. I don't know, because I'm getting like the vines of the trees and then the water and the fish. Maybe spending time by the water is going to be important. A little ocean dip if you can, or a creek swim, something like that would be really nourishing for you. Oh, nourishing, that's all right. All right, let's bring it up. Nourishing, that's why the Empress is here, because this is time to nourish your body and nourish your life, nourish yourself, nourish your mind. It's interesting because you also had from another deck, nourish your temple. So I think I might just go to the book and because they are quite long. If you want the whole write-up, I can put it in the comments section. Just let me know and I'll do it later. I know some people really do like to read the whole thing, and it is a couple of pages for this one with a little healing process at the end as well, which I can share. So yeah, if somebody does comment that they want that, I'll post it and pin it so you can find it. But if nobody wants it and you're just happy to take whatever I browse my eyes across, then that's what it shall be. So the nourishment card, and as always, Alana Fairchild. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see I do share her cards there. Facebook's a good platform to get these types of messages. I never cut them short. They're the whole thing because they're so profoundly written. Like, whoa. You'll see if you haven't already. So yeah, Facebook does have that, and I'll also mention that over on Instagram on my story, namely. I do share just like life stuff. If those that are interested in, who knows, mostly it's just stuff around Jackson and what we're up to. But yeah, I know some people like to look at a bit of the behind the scene life or whatever if you're interested. So Instagram is there as well. But anyway, so what am I talking about? We bring you the gift of nourishment. You are ready to grow, and to do this, you need food for your body, your mind, and your soul. We want you to feel fed with what brings you life, with what helps you feel good, and what heals you, increases your energy and power. We know what you need and what can assist you to grow in mind, body, and spirit. We know that life can be a banquet for the soul. There are many choices as to what you can feed yourself, and sometimes you may be confused about what is good for you and what is not. Let go of any doubt or shame, guilt or fear about being nourished now, as we guide you towards what will truly feed your life force and bring you happiness. Choice is part of your spiritual freedom. You have the choice to feed yourself, mind, body, and soul with a variety of foods, from physical food you provide fuel for your body, or the food of thought you give to your mind. You choose how to nourish yourself on a daily basis, and sometimes there might not seem to be much of a choice. A mass media delivers daily stream of images and ideas, most of which are based in fear, and generates more of the same. However, being offered food and choosing to partake of it is something quite different. When food for the mind or the body is offered to you, you know in your heart it is not going to help you. You have a choice. The choice might result in you taking in the meal or the idea because you don't want to offend people you are with at the time. Then you will need to clear any debilitating effect of that meal from your system. This can absolutely be done. But if you choose to live that way more often than not, you will become tired and lose energy. There is a better choice you can make for yourself if you wish, and when you feel ready to do so. I'm just going to end up reading the whole thing if I don't jump these places, and you really could. It's so flowing and beautifully written. You do not have to feel guilty about this if you feel this applies to you. I've skipped something so you can't read from that. All right, let's jump over here. If you've been asking for help to heal your health, this oracle says not to give up. Keep looking for answers and trust your intuition as you are guided from within to the information you need. Even if it takes several steps, you will be led to what you need. Do not give up until you get your answers. You deserve this much commitment from yourself to yourself, and the universe is completely committed to helping you succeed. If you've been struggling with food or eating in any way, this oracle brings good news that healing is on its way to you and your prayers will be answered. Explore your options and take the journey. The universe is helping you, and you shall get your answers no matter how much or how long you have struggled in the past. You are a precious child of the Divine Mother, and she will nourish you with her life-sustaining blessings. And I really like this whole reading does show exactly that you have you have so much support around you to be healing and nourishing yourself. And, you know, while there may be temptations or triggers in the real world, it's something that you are absolutely overcoming and breaking down and rising up with your health, with your well-being, with the things you consume and what you allow in your space even. Yeah, we have the card Embracing from Sacred Destiny. This card is about embracing the flow of emotion that may be coming through for you at this time, embracing where you are right now in life and just going with the flow, letting there be a replenishment. We have the card Ethereal Touch, which is the card of a healer and healing. It shows that the things that you touch in life are greatly affected by you. So I feel like you have maybe very healing hands, or it's time to move more into your healing abilities and your capabilities there, because I mean, this whole reading is showing exactly that. But you're needing to be there for yourself first, I guess, to be able to help and heal others. Nourishing your temple and getting plenty of rest is important. I felt like when I saw this girl's tattoos here that somebody might be getting a new tattoo, and that might be just an extra confirmation that tattoo is perhaps right for you, or it symbolizes something that you know, is going to assist you on your journey ahead. There's something about a tattoo here for someone. And getting plenty of rest, as we saw. So we have tea leaf oracles to finish your reading. So we did see the broken ring and the rainbow, parting of ways, and the difficult point being over. You also have stork, so news of a birth or a new business opportunity. We have got the Empress that is pregnant. And you have bow, you are highly thought of. You also have tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead, and you have the month of June with an angel there. So June could be very significant for you, or it could be the birth month of somebody significant in your life. Or it could also mark that with the tortoise, it will be in June that you see a lot of your progress. You know, you're slowly but surely getting there, and by June you'll know you're well on your way, or you're already there with whatever it is you're moving towards. So yeah, group 1, that is the reading for this week. I hope that it has given you some sort of comfort, clarity and guidance, as always. If you'd like a private reading, I have I've opened up March bookings. I think there's still a February spot or two, but yeah, March is now open as well, so you can have a look at that. And yeah, that's what I have, group 1. So take it easy, and I look forward to reading for you all again next time. Bye. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this beautiful little mookaite point, I love this one in particular just because it's so creamy. The colors are so creamy. Mookaite can really vary in its colors, in its gradient, but yeah, this is stunning. I really love this piece. And it is a stone of nurturing and bringing calm during the times of stress, helping you make clear, conscious decisions when feeling maybe a little bit stressed. So a time of nurturing for sure with this stone. So group 2, we're going to go in as we always do. There's just one little area I've changed in the spread. I'm hoping to keep it that way if I remember and if we all enjoy it. But there's one little area I usually go into over here called just extra guidance after the challenge. What will help with the challenge? Further guidance. Now, further guidance is now changed to what you don't see coming, or what you're not seeing at this time. So we've got that little area that's changed. Other than that, it's always, the same spread that we do. Bunch of oracle cards at the end, and some of the energies in this reading are Sagittarius and Leo, Cancer as well. I see Scorpio over there, Virgo, Leo again, and Virgo or Gemini perhaps. Mercury can be Gemini as well. So yeah, those are the energies in this reading. Let's jump straight into the past energy for group 2. I nearly said 1 then, so you might be drawn to 1. Anyway, group 2. Actually, for the first time in a long time, I started group 1 without needing to say a different number. Like, I just went on in, which is different because lately I've been jumping into every group and wanting to say something else. Like if I start group 1, I'm like, oh, hey, group 2, whatever. Anyway, past energy for my group 2s, we have the 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Temperance, and the Sun. Look at you go. So it looks to me like you have maybe done a bit of a clean out with the Four of Pentacles here, you have blocked certain energies from being able to reach you. I saw 222 then, so bringing maybe a bit more balance into your life. It could have to do with certain partnerships that you're needing to pull your energy back from, maybe. Getting yourself organized, thinking ahead is what the energy I'm feeling for this card is. So maybe you've been future planning, and that's with regards to like logistics. So I don't know what that means for you, but you might be like planning a house move, or just like getting something, some sort of future planning. It could be career, could be like, I feel like it's more to do with your life circumstances though. But yeah, you could have been doing a literal spring clean here, because she is looking through her jar of condiments. She's got these little helpers there. She's a bit red-faced, so you know, you've been working hard, a pot is boiling. You could find yourself like having a bit too much on right now and just needing to pull back and focus on the priorities. That might have been what's come up for you here. Five of Cups is sadness and grief. So you may have pulled back your energy so that you can have time to just heal or grieve, or yeah, you could have left a connection behind and needed to just block that energy out and go through the motions that come with the separation. This could just be, you know, the grief or pain you feel from whatever's happened that's caused you to go into the Four of Pentacles energy, where you've needed to block things out and just take care of you. So yeah, there may have been a bit of grief. You may be processing your grief. You could also be getting to the bottom of the grief. Maybe you've been working with a therapist, or just like, yeah, like I feel like you've been doing a lot of foundational work in the area of your emotions when I look at this. Like you're trying to find like a deeper sense of grounding. Temperance and the Sun is next. Temperance does have a couple here having a date, and then we got the Sun. So, you know, there could be potentially spending time with different people, maybe like literally like this family outing we can see here. That could be that literal for you. But reading the energy of these cards as well, we're seeing that it is time for you to, I guess, come back into balance with the things that help you feel excited and joyful. And so maybe that is a date with someone new, or maybe that is getting time to organize a lunch or a brunch with people that you love. Getting outside in the sunshine. The Sun is all about positivity and illumination, and then Temperance is all about balance and patience and bringing things back into balance. So yeah, you can definitely see that some of your hard work is paying off when it comes to the changes that you're implementing and the shifts that you're going through. Taking your time, taking things slowly, no rushing at this time. You might be just trying to also, maybe you're trying to abstain from something like drinking or unhealthy eating, and maybe that's got you up in your emotions. Like something you're trying to abstain from and let go of might be hard to release, or might spark certain emotions. I do feel for some of you are holding on to a past love or something here, and just lots of memories might be coming up that you're trying to move through, trying to release, trying to build some strength around all of that. In your current energy, moving into the week ahead, we have got the Chariot here, Cancer energy. So we also have the Three of Cups. So you might be moving forward. They've got a lot of imagery talking about getting together with people, lots of different people around you at the moment. So, you know, you could have a lot of meetings with different people throughout your week, lots of things to go to. But with the Chariot here, you are really moving forward into this week with a lot more confidence. And, you know, no matter what comes your way, you're like, no, I've got me, I've got this, I'm grounded. There's something about having your own back and feeling quite grounded, which is really nice. So, you know, I think you're feeling better about the direction of things, even if not everything is perfect. We got that Five of Cups in the past. You are currently moving into looking at good times. So you might be sort of moving ahead with a new relationship here with the Three of Cups. You might be reuniting with somebody you haven't seen in a while. But like, I think this is like what do I want to say? I think this is new good times. Not like when I say reunite, I'm like, if that's the ex you're upset about, I don't think that this is about them coming back in to reunite. I think this is more about like catching up with an old friend that's going to lift your spirits. Oh no, I thought I saw a time thing worth mentioning, but it wasn't. That's all good. We have the Ten of Swords after the Three of Cups here as well. So you are moving through some significant endings, but they're a celebration though. The fact that you're releasing these things are a celebration, and other people around you might be rejoicing at that as well. We've got these beautiful spirits here jumping for joy and throwing like spirit confetti over this burning bowl that you walk away from, and she holds this phoenix in her arms. So, you know, this is definitely a time of liberation for you, a time of metamorphosis. You're shedding an old skin, you're becoming something or someone new. There's a lot here about you becoming someone new and being okay to leave behind what isn't working out for you anymore. And that may be certain friendships or circles, social circles, that could be the case. But I do think the emphasis here is more on new exciting adventures or new friends coming in for you. And that being a very big part of what actually transforms you and is a guiding light for you. Like, so maybe you meet some friends that are inspiring and sort of, you know, a bit of a goalpost for you to work towards. And, you know, they always say something about, I can't remember the exact quote they're saying right now, but something along the lines of, you know, looking at the, I think, what is it, 5 people that you surround yourself with in life, and do they inspire you? I probably butchered that. There's probably a few different things pulled together there, but it is good to look at the people you surround yourself in and see if they are people that, are you the person inspiring them all the time, or are you actually inspired by some of the people around you? Because it is important to have people around us that we look up to, and I think that's what's coming in for you. If it's not so much people you look up to aspire to, it's just that something about having them in your life is encouraging you to create some sort of changes, which is beautiful for you. So in your week ahead, as we continue along, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Very nice. The World and the Ten of Pentacles. Look at you go. What a leap. What a big leap this is. The Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning, and we had it just after the 10. So it's in the time that you are releasing something, a new thing comes in for you. A new job, maybe some sort of new beginning. It could be anything. It could be a gift that comes your way. You could be receiving something. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is the Two of Pentacles. Having this thing come into your world may create a little bit of challenge or struggle with balancing out different aspects or this and another thing. Changes are required. Learning is required here. So I've actually got a message. What was it before? Something about learning. Damn it, come back. It was when I first pulled the cards. There's something about like hitting the ground running. I know that was what was said. And there's something like you're needing to like something about putting one foot down and going for it, or hit the ground running. Like there's something you might be starting, or it could also be something that you've already started but like maybe had a break, or like it's time to get serious about something and really give it your all. And that does require you to change things around, to reprioritize maybe, or to be able to juggle this, whatever this is you're bringing in or, you know, doing. The World here and the Ten of Pentacles, fantastic cards that show that what you're working towards right now is the bigger picture and long-term thinking. You are absolutely graduating in some area here with the World. You're leaving behind old cycles, but you're just blossoming into new ones. It's not so much that, like, I can see grief is here in the past, so maybe you're kind of done with the grief and you're ready to move into new times, like where I think like this very similar to group 1, but whereas group 1 might be still processing some of their grief this week, or, you know, not yet fully, you know, if anything, you were maybe drawn to group 1 and then 2, and it's sort of a progression reading. It could be, you could resonate like that, but you know, whatever, let you be drawn and decide that for yourself. So Ten of Pentacles at the end of your reading, you could be, this could be indicating a lot of things. Like this could be making a very large purchase that's coming up. This could be making, like, deepening a commitment into a business endeavor, or sort of just, I kind of feel more like the ways in which you're leveling up in multiple areas of life is just drawing in and manifesting more stability and building up that picture of who it is you're to become. So you're really on the right track is what I have to say here, like absolutely on the right track. I'm just getting this card now because I'm seeing the dress slopped over the tree here, and she's sort of off on a bit of an adventure, which is actually cool because the next card along from another deck was adventure, and it's sort of like that's where you're headed on an adventure, and it requires you to take off the old mask or the old identity. You're leaving behind an old identity that doesn't fit you anymore, and you're actually, that comes to this card here, safe to be seen, because it is safe for you to be seen in this new identity, this new person, that like where this part of you that is birthing. Perhaps we'll go to that card directly in a moment, but yeah, affirmation for positive change. I feel like, yeah, it's definitely time for a shedding. Makes sense to see the Phoenix here. So in the challenge area, we have the 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Very exhausting energy, let's be real. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timing then. So, you know, this is a natural thing, a natural progression, something here that is naturally unfolding as it should, and each step must be taken in the right consecutive order. So there might be a sequence to things that you need to fulfill or do or complete, but it is exhausting. There's a lot of work to be done. It doesn't really end. Like, that's what it might feel like. And with this one, I kind of got that, like, so, like, you might have some moments where you're like, I don't know how I can keep this up. Like, you might be a parent, a student, an employee or an employer or a friend, and be in charge of this, in charge of that. This is so many things you've got going on by the looks of it here, and just utterly exhausted by it all. So the challenge might be with regards to maybe letting people in, or letting go of this, maybe even this need to be keeping it all going. I don't know, like I think I might even get a little bit more on this, because I feel like, I don't know, it's sort of, like, I think a lot of you might be studying here, like with these books here, and it's just one of those things that, like, I can't tell you that you've got to like let it go or stop, because it's something you actually probably need to persevere with until it's finished. And that makes sense. Actually, we'll go to what will help with the challenge. That might be what helps. Underlying energy of the reading is death. So we've got this whole underlying energy right now for you is about change and transformation, and shedding the old skin and coming into something new. Some of you might be quite literal as a house sale and moving home. We kind of saw that and mentioned that with that 4 of Pentacles. You might be getting ready for a move. Oh, literally, we got the 2 of Wands, which is crossroads and new direction. And then we had for sale. So yeah, there's a massive change. You're going out of one thing and into another, probably directly. Maybe you've gone out of one relationship and you've already met someone new, or maybe you have left a home and you're ready to move into a new one. This could be a career change, like, or a personality shift, like your identity, as we were speaking about before. There's things that are falling away, and you're just like getting straight into this new, like, as soon as that dress is off, you're already dressed underneath for this new role. Like, it's cool. That's cool. All right, so what will help with that challenge? We'll do that instead of shuffling, because it does make sense. We've got the Hermit, the 7 of Pentacles, and Strength, which is like what I was basically saying. Like, it doesn't feel like it's something that you've got to just, like, sometimes when we see the 10 of Wands, we're like, it can be about carrying other people's burdens, and that may be the case for you. And if it is the case, then you know what's yours and what's to carry and what's not, and, you know, be discerning and have boundaries around that if that's for you. 8 of Cups is there. Maybe it's hard to walk away from these certain things. Maybe it's also because you're not meant to as well for certain areas. Like if it is study, maybe it's that you're meant to just keep investing and just taking care of yourself to fill your own cup, and with Strength being there to, yeah, have the ability to stick it out instead of running away. Maybe if that is the case, you'll know where that applies though, because some people reading this, listening to this, will there'll be an area where it is important that you do run away from. You'll know if that's the case though already. And there's another area where you ought to invest your energy and your time with the 7 of Pentacles. It takes 7 years to get a apple fruit from the tree, from seed. So this is about long-term investment. And maybe even literally exercise. We've got someone going for a run out in nature, so building a bit of body strength, which makes sense. You've also got the Oracle card, if I can pick it up, building strength. So 2 cards that mention strength as physical exercise, but, you know, strength in many different forms, isn't there? Mental strength, emotional strength, spiritual strength. Yeah, perseverance, adaptability, all these words coming in now. Strength, yeah, adaptability in particular. So maybe you're needing to adapt to some changes. Not being afraid to just take time out for yourself, like letting people know sometimes, just so that you can refill your own cup, not over giving too much, making sure there's balance there. Connecting with your spirit, getting answers from inside of yourself rather than external validations, just staying the course even though you're not getting these external accolades, but knowing that you're still on the right track regardless of not getting all the results straight away. That's what's there as well. So needing to persevere even though you're not getting validation. So you might be putting yourself out there in your work online, for example, and you're not getting very many views back, and so you think, oh, it's not for me, I'll just give up, and that's not the case. This is asking you to, stay steadfast to your duty, to what it is the original intention of why you were perhaps creating the content in the first place, and trusting that it will reach who it needs to reach, and just having fun with it, and that's all you need to do, letting the rest go. That's just one example of like what could be many here, for needing to stick something out even though you may not be certain, but you're not going to get that outside voice that says, well, maybe in this reading you are now, but typically with the Hermit, you're not getting external validation. You're having to go inside of yourself for the answers and trust what you find there. So in the area of what you don't see coming, we have got the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So the King of Cups is what you don't see coming. This could be a water sign person. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign energy as well, person. Male, female, does not matter. But this could be a couple situation. So you may not see coming. This could be a couple that you like, that are a couple coming. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is somebody who wants to be maybe with you or offer some sort of loving gesture towards you, or even if it's just friendship, then this what you don't see coming is that emotional support, maybe even physical support as well, communication, support with the direction you're headed in. So it's some sort of like nurturing, cultivating energy here. So for some of you, it is a romantic interest with the King of Cups. Somebody wants to give you their love. Given that it is the King of Cups, you may already know this person. Doesn't have to be the case, but it is what you don't see coming though, so maybe you don't know them. What you don't see coming is more success with areas of your business or your health, things like that. You're seeing a lot of progress, you're seeing momentum, you're seeing more motivation and drive. What you don't see coming is your ability to actually pick something up that you started once in the past and maybe put down to the wayside. Maybe you're too busy, or maybe it just didn't get momentum. There's something here you don't see coming where there's progression with that. So maybe there's like an old health thing that you were trying to implement and you didn't really quite stick to it, but now you're going to. It's that type of thing. So that's what you don't see coming. And then in the outcome, which it actually kind of makes sense here a little bit, with the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles. Now, you had the Queen of Pentacles in the bit just before. So, and when we see this single lady and she's sort of moving from this desolate into something more exciting, it may be that you're moving from single into relationship with someone who's a perfect match for you with this King and Queen of Pentacles here. So that could very well be the case, especially given that. So there's independence and possibly moving into something that is structured. But outside of that message, not everyone will resonate, of course. The single energy, the outcome, it just shows independence. It shows that you're feeling mental ease, like literally affirmation for positive change, which is the Six of Swords, right? Six of Swords is often a boat. And she is running towards these fairies, the new horizon, the new adventure, what awaits her. She is running towards it, and that's what you're going to be doing. You're ready to receive, you're open to receive, you're in some sort of vibrational alignment to receive what is coming towards you right now. And so stay open, remain independent. I can see business growth and success here as well. So in the oracles, we had the Safe to be Seen card, and I will go to the book and just read what jumps out. We bring you the gift of safety to be in being seen. Over lifetimes, you have loved the earth, returning again and again to serve humanity. Liberate the human soul from fear and spread a message of love. You have spoken truths, shared messages, and inspired many. Yet in your visibility, sometimes you have felt misunderstood and vulnerable. You have been admired and loved, but at times also feared and attacked for the empowering messages you brought to the world. In you, there is a memory of this, and although you wish to share your light with the world again, there are times when the thought of being seen doesn't feel safe. We are here to let you know that you are protected in divine grace. It is safe to open up to your inner knowledge and share your message with the world. The light in you is stronger than fear. It is time to shine fearless and bright. Old souls know all too well that fear will only hesitate and destroy love if given the chance. You must not let fear do this to you. You have a choice. Through the loving power of your forgiveness, you can give yourself freedom from the past pain, even pain from other lifetimes that isn't entirely clear to you, and the opportunity to begin afresh and with fearless, vibrant, loving truth. This oracle comes to you with a message. It is safe for you to be seen. In this lifetime, you are meant to be a spiritual leader of sorts, to bring through the light, peace, love, and gratitude that others around you need. Don't be afraid of their reactions. Some will love you for what you do. Others might not understand or may resist or even attack in fear. But in truth, you cannot be harmed. You shall always be what you are, and no one can ever take that away from you. It is simply not possible. No matter how many times you have been blocked, denied, dismissed, or abused, you find your way back to the truth of your heart again and again. So your soul has learned over time that your spirit is indestructible. It has learned that in the truth of love is always there for you. Love will always welcome you into its arms, and you can feel at home within your heart, even if you don't always feel at home in the fear-based belief systems that so many still consider to be reality. This oracle brings you guidance that you already have these experiences in your past. You do not need to continue having them. You have decided that no matter what, you shall be in truth of your inner light. You have decided that you shall continue to serve love by helping humanity as much as you can, because you know the divine loves the human race and has a plan for human evolution from fear into love. You know that love serves its own. As you serve love, love serves you. Ready to be seen, you shall not be cast down. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for the ready, safe to be seen. You might like to work with turquoise crystal. And we had the affirmation for positive change, and maybe we'll have a little squiz at it. Maybe just the divination part. This card may be a hint that you need to have more faith in yourself and your ability to achieve your goals. Or maybe a reminder that positive change is as much about the journey as it is the place you'll end up. That I think is the emphasis there too. Keep putting one foot in front of the other and focus on what you want to achieve. You can do it. And that brings me back to those progressive numbers we were looking at before. That's, one step. And again, that emphasis on not worrying about the outcome, but like one step at a time, even if it's not always comfortable, like taking these steps. And learning new things and implementing new things. Like, all of it is a journey within itself. But hey, that's why we're here. You had the card Adventure, and I know we'll read it from the book too, because it's just a lovely little write-up. Something exciting is around the corner. You are entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at your world in new and different ways. Something that you thought was mundane, or someone whom you may have overlooked, will open the door to new opportunities and a bigger and bolder way of living. Be willing to see the world around you in new ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to move your blinders and take action so that life doesn't become stagnant and lackluster. It can signify incredible spiritual attunement and spiritual voyages. Makes sense, because we're talking about you being a healer and somebody who needs to be seen and has maybe some messages to share here with the Mercury card. This can be a card of obviously the mind and communication. So it might be important right now to really reflect on the way you're thinking or the way that you're communicating and the messages that you wish to share. Maybe we'll have a little squiz at that as well. I don't know what bit. Action, challenge, or gift. The action to communicate. The mood is quick, fast, and cerebral. Look at your situation from many different sides. Be light on your feet and make sure you have all the information you need. If not, be ready to research, investigate, translate, mediate, and check your facts and learn. Follow up on all lines of communication to make sure that others understand what you said and you understand what they intend. This is about publishing, broadcasting, networking, and engaging in social media. So Mercury ruled equipment such as vehicles, communication, electronics, proofread and back up your files. All these things can be important. Like we know in a Mercury retrograde, you know, get the car checked out first, things like that. No signing contracts without reading all the fine print. All of that stuff might be important right now. It's really just deeper investigation and deeper thinking. The challenge and the gift. So challenge is when a quick mind is not connected to the heart, it can cause trouble. Watch out for the busy hamster wheel of the mind, shallow thinking, scattered, dishonest, or glib approaches, and mistakes made when in a rush. The gift of Mercury. Mercury was the messenger of the gods. Listen deeply to the messages of your soul, the conduit of spirit, and become the messenger, which makes sense with this Hermit down the bottom in what will help with your challenge, all of your challenges. Just connect to those messages that are coming through for you and follow their guidance. We have the card Towering Magnificence, and a fantastic card to see as well because it just lines up so beautifully. That was from another deck, don't want that. I'll just read the bottom bit perhaps. This oracle brings you comfort that your inner path, you're opening up to direct experience of the divine presence. It's happening now, according to divine timing and grace. This is also confirmation that you are connecting with your spiritual guidance more consciously now, and that any sense of self that appears to be falling away from you now is because your divinity has outgrown it and a new awareness is taking its place. Towering magnificence. And that really lines up with everything else, especially given that this sits above the world card, and that is you really coming to life, shedding the old. Self-care prompts here, and tea leaf oracle to finish your reading. So self-care, we saw already, building strength. You also had read, we see that here with those that are studying, but any type of, you know, absorbing good information, Mercury messages. And then we had spend time with friends. We had the Three of Cups, so definitely a good idea to catch up with some friends if you can this week, or make friends. And then tea leaf oracle, it's a bit of a mixed bag. So we have fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. And then boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So being resourceful and working hard. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities and pathways are opening up for you. Makes sense, we've got adventures there. Affirmation for positive change. We have nest, an emotionally secure and loving family is important to you. No settling for less there. We have gong, an exciting event. We have the hills, some obstacles to overcome. That came with vulture, depression, anxiety or worry that someone is against you. You also had the whale with great worry over nothing, and frying pan with trouble or accusations. So whatever that might be for you, it definitely shows with great worry over nothing, and just being emotionally secure and increasing your efforts. So it's just whatever is coming up, it's nothing you can't handle, especially given that Chariot is your card of entering into the week, showing that any challenges or obstacles that come before the Chariot, you are very confident to handle those based on your past experiences. You're a navigation king, I'm hearing just then. So I don't know what that's about, but you know how to navigate some turbulence and such. You also had Cain, pay attention to your health. That's just pretty cool because we did see some messages there about that as well, with strength and building strength. So yeah, that, okay, take a breath. That was it for your reading for group 2. I hope that brought you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box. I've got March sessions open already, so if there's nothing left in February that suits you, you can have a look at March. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the agate slice, then this one is for you. And when Jackson chose this crystal, those that are new here, it's my son that chooses the crystals before the readings begin. And so when Jackson chose this crystal, he said that it was a portal. So maybe it is that you are transporting from one place to another. Maybe there's something to do with a portal, moving through a portal at this time for you that is significant. But I thought that it had quite a nice little synchronicity to the rings around this card. I don't know, it just felt very like it could fit right there, you know. And this is the card of hydration, but it also looks like her energy field as well. So you might be wanting to do a clearing of your energy field, but also hydrating, right? Fresh water, maybe your source of your water being filtered water rather than tap or something like that. But anyway, yeah, agate though, we've got a little write-up actually here from a long time ago. Is for transforming negative energy into positive energy, which, well, makes sense for what we saw in that card there too. Enhancing mental function and concentration, enhancing perception and analytical ability, so very much a stone of the mind. Soothing anger and instilling security and safety as well. So, and then being the beautiful, probably crown chakra, maybe third eye. All right. So group 3, let's jump into your reading now. There's going to be a little change in the reading, hopefully today moving forward as well. So in the area down here where I normally have just extra guidance after the challenge, what will help with the challenge, usually we do extra guidance, and I feel like we kind of get enough guidance throughout the whole reading. So I'm going to change that to what you don't see coming, or what it is that you're not looking at the moment that needs some attention. So yeah, what you don't see is in that section now. But everything else is the same spread that I normally do for our week ahead and our oracle cards. So yeah, let's jump in group 3. I know it has been a challenging time. If you've been a group 3 devotee and followed for a while, then you know I see that there's often that progression in our week by week. But yeah, so some of the energies in your reading is Virgo, Capricorn, so a lot of earth energy here. Could be dealing with things very much in the earthly realm. Actually, you've even got the card Earth Magic here as well. So lots of beautiful connection to the earth, and well, as we know, as like our what do I want to say? Yeah, like dealing with physical life stuff, logistical stuff. You know, I got Virgo. What do you call it, Libra there as well. So yeah, let's jump into the past energy and move along. So starting with the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords in your past energy, and immediately looking at this particular 6 of Swords, usually the 6 of Swords shows somebody who's come out of a turbulent waters and they're sort of washing up onto a bank that's nice and calm, or it's just showing that things are getting better. But with this one, I can't help but notice she's still got a climb to go. So you might, even though this is past energy, you may have felt when things were meant to be getting easier that they were actually maybe getting harder, or that, you know, there's like so much you've got to do before you can find this sense of relief or things getting easier. I just saw 333 when I looked up. That might be significant for you. 3, or, you know, the consecutive numbers, angel numbers. 6 of Cups here, the 4 of Swords. So what I feel here is that, you know, this is a little different for everyone. And for some, I feel like you're like releasing memories of the past. Maybe you're trying to pull back from drama with family maybe, or people from your past, and find a bit of healing. And I kind of feel like it's maybe even fallen a little bit stagnant at the moment potentially, or it's just that you're still taking time out to process what's going on and what you're meant to do from here. And I feel like you might be feeling a little bit stuck or lost with what to do, or, you know, just having to go through it on your own. I think you're doing your best to find peace though. Like, regardless of your challenges with family, I think this is challenges with family for many. For some, it will be someone that you just feel a deep soul connection with. It can be a soulmate type of card. It can be to do with your children. But I see that in the 4 of Swords, she's kind of, you know, she's got a meditation pose here with the mudras and her legs crossed. So I think that I kind of get like you've had no choice in something here but to lay down your sword, but to, you know, find a way back to stability inside of yourself rather than trying to control the situation externally, which brings me to the card Vesta with Hearth, which is a card of inner sanctum, and that being able to return to the self and not so much externalize your issues or trying to, you know, take sides in a situation, but rather just coming to that center and that knowing. I kind of feel like that's a bit married in that energy there. So I think you're trying to come back to your inner strength. Maybe you're meditating a bit on, you know, how to deal with family or how to deal with this situation from the past. Maybe it's a repeating pattern, or yeah. For some of you as well, you may be revisiting a relationship and it might not be going so well, or like you've tried to revisit a relationship and it didn't work out. That could have been the case here in the past as well. So you might be sort of withdrawing from that and trying to, just work out where to go from here. So in your current energy moving into the week ahead, we have the 8 of Coins, 10 of Coins, the Hermit first up. So look at you go. You're definitely diligently focused on an outcome that is long-term solution for yourself here. It could be to do with finances. Look at all these pentacles. You might be literally crafting something that's going to make you a good amount of money in the future. Like you might be building up some sort of business idea, or you're just focused on your work. And when I look at that in comparison to the past energy, it's sort of like maybe you're just doing what you can with what you've got to get ahead. Like you're just taking the steps you know you need to take and not really considering or worrying about what other people think or are doing, or like, you know, I think you kind of just doing what you want to do. And whether that's the right thing, wrong thing, I'm not here to judge that, but I feel like for some of you it might be worth considering something about this at this point, because I'm just reading it and I'm feeling like some people, you need to just do, you know, go your own path and do things by your own terms. But for others of you, it might be disruptive down the track. So maybe if this is for you, you'll know. But just having consideration for other people's plans might be important in this situation. Not really like, I don't know you'll know if that's for you. But yeah. With the Hermit here too, like, I think, I really feel like you're just having to trust yourself and go your own way anyway. And so, but there's something here about still being considerate of others or a particular person or a particular situation. And you'll know what that relates to already if that message is for you. If not, just leave it and continue the reading. And if none of it resonates, then a different pile is for you. But yeah, you know, I doubt you'd be here this long if it wasn't resonating somewhat already. So I feel like as well, you could just feel like on the out of a family situation as well, or like you just with this 10 of Pentacles here and she's in the Hermit by herself. Like I do feel like you're on the out of something that you may not even wish to be in on, but you're sort of comfortably observing it from your own place. I do feel like you have a higher vantage point than people in this situation, maybe because you have I'm getting like a religious or spiritual background or some sort of connection to your faith. I'm just noticing the windowsill is very much like a cross here. And so, I feel like you've got I think that your beliefs and your faith and things like that, I think that it shows me that maybe whatever's going on in the past is like doesn't fit for your soul. Something wasn't resonating with you, or it's like not your way you want things to go, or not the type of family or lifestyle you want. And I'm seeing you here reflecting on like the type of, like you've got some sort of ideal here for a life or for a lifestyle or an outcome or a family or a business venture or something here. You've got some sort of ideal, and I think you'll unapologetically accept no less when I look at this. But there's a sweetness, there's a softness. It's not forceful. It's not like, you're not being a tyrant about things, I don't think. I don't know, it's kind of mixed all over the shop. Hope it resonates, but let's just move along. I can see you in deep consideration about what's right for you, and it comes from a beautiful place, though, I have to say. Like the things that you want in life, it's to do with home and security and living a life, a conscious life or something like that. It's very important to you. Or things to come from a pure place or the right place. Like I've got the card Purity in your reading as well, Investor with Half. So I think there is something very sacred to the way you conduct yourself, or there's something very, very, very beautiful that I'm picking up in your energy. Very connected to source, or very connected to your guides, very connected to earth magic, very connected to a wholesome thing or way of being. I don't know. So we have the Page of Wands in your reading as well. We have the King of Cups, the Devil, and the Queen of Swords in the end of your week. So this could be a bunch of things. Now with the Page of Wands, immediately you can see this person may feel like they've bit off more than they can chew. Or they like are a little bit inexperienced in all of the things they're trying to navigate right now. So, you know, I kind of get that's your energy, I feel, with something you're dealing with or someone you're dealing with. It could be there's someone else's energy, but we saw 1111 then, so numbers are definitely following the group threes. But yeah, I feel like you might feel a little bit out of your depth this week, or with what you're handling. Like it's sort of, you know, if things are boiling over in different areas and you can't quite do it all on your own, or there's something about, yeah, inexperience or feeling overwhelmed. King of Cups, the Devil, and then I got Queen of Swords as a confirmation, and she sort of landed on here, and I'm like, well, it made sense, because I mean, just looking at her, she's all bound up, and so this person I feel like this is you and another person. And last week there was a lot of people that resonated with the brother message, which I found very interesting, because brother was in one of the cards, and then there was so many comments below that were, the reading was directly related to their brother. So those may resonate with that being their brother again. But of course, this could be an ex-husband, a father, and anything, right? Or it could even be a feminine, a woman. It doesn't matter the gender. But this person, I feel, and this is you, I feel this person here, the King of Cups, feels like they're in the right, or they feel like they're helping, or there's something about them that they feel confident in their position for some reason, and you are not so much. You're feeling bound by the situation, you're not in control, you don't get a say, yeah, and they seem to be, I mean, that maybe they're a little bit aloof about it, something about the way they don't care. Maybe, I know this is the King of Cups, but I'm getting that feeling like they're like, maybe they have a good reason for not caring. Maybe everyone is going to be different, but I feel like they think they have a good reason for not caring. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like they should care, but they don't. But I feel like they feel like they're in the right here for whatever reason. And then the Queen of Swords fell on top of it, and I feel that's you who's like, you know. So I feel like there's a bit of a battle to be had between you and this person. But you, like, be careful. Like, he's got stormy waters in the background, so I feel like his calmness is a front, and that at any moment turbulence could come through. And then with you, the clouds all over the dress makes me feel like maybe you're not so clear on your position, or like something you're needing to get more clear on before you can deliver a blow, or you know, make your statement known, or whatever that is about. So standing up for yourself, breaking cycles, liberating yourself out of situations that feel manipulative or unfair might be what's going on for you there. What's that, 7:30, 8:30? I don't know. Just noticing the time on his watch, and I'm like, I wonder which way it would go. I guess he would look at it like that, wouldn't he? So it would be like, I don't know if that's significant. Don't worry about it. Yeah, right. So things might boil up to a head this week, or something might come to a head with the people that you're dealing with. You've got a lot of characters here with that Page, King, and Queen. So, you know, there might be a conversation to be had. In the challenge, we have the Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the World here. And look at that, right? Combative or what? And this person, they've got holding their head in their hands. So, like, there's not very much compassion or understanding in the situation, and that's the challenge. Somebody might be coming at you, even though you're grieving, they may not have any consideration for what you're going through, or your side of the story, or what's going on for you, right? And you've got these memories here of the stormy waters in the past. So I feel like, you know, this could be an ongoing saga you have with a particular person. Maybe it's your ex coming back around for some drama or something, like, or maybe it's someone you haven't broken up with yet, that is just like, it's exhausting for you. We have the World here in the challenge as well. So like, getting out of this situation might be the challenge for you, trying to figure out how to get out of here or what to do. The Knight of Swords can be like, it doesn't have to just be this combative person. It can also be like a lot of pressure or drive in a certain direction, and doing everything you can possibly do to like try and figure something out, or like, and sometimes that means rushing through things and getting things done not properly as well. Like there's an inexperience again mentioned here. So yeah, I don't know. It does look like a really challenging time. And this person with that sword there, like, they're just like, I don't know. I just heard relentless and coming at ya, and like, I don't know. There's lots of I don't knows in this reading. I'm just noticing the sun shining through with the Five of Cups. It's like, and what I get from this is that there's still a bit of storm to go through, and it feels like it's not for a while, but on the other side of this, that light does shine through, and you know, like, I just feel like you're still so much in it, whatever this is, and but there will be like, it's like inevitable or something, or it's like you have to go through this to get to the other side. You know, why the chicken cross the road? Jackson asked me that yesterday. That's why it's in my head. And I was like, to get to the other side? He goes, yeah, how'd you know? So cute. All right, so in the challenge, what will help with your challenge? We've got all Pentacles, Earth energy here, coming from Swords and Cups, coming from the mind, emotion, and communication. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Coins. This is very soft colors. It's beautiful. Like, I love this energy. It reminds me of a book I read in primary school that I think of from time to time. That I'll probably never be able to find again, but you know that thing that sticks with you. I don't know. Anyway, Nine of Pentacles is independence, right? It's receptivity. It's reaping rewards for all the hard work you've done. The Knight of Pentacles is slowly, still diligently working towards a new goal, being very present with the process. And the Ace of Coins as well. There's a coin coming out of a purse here, so you know there's yet a lot of work to be done. But there's also a mention here of like enjoying where you're at right now, and like even if everything is not 100% picture perfect how you want it to be in your world, and there's a lot of things that are out of your control, maybe there still is a lot to be grateful for, and it's through connecting with what you already have, that is going to basically be what gets you out of the situation and moving into this new direction. There's in the mark of independence here, so not relying on other people, but just going your own way, doing what is required to slowly get yourself ahead or where it is you want to be. Like, this is just a dutiful, dedicated, step-by-step, earthly process, you know. Now, there is a need for finances to grow again for you for some reason. I'm getting that you're good, you've got what you need, but to gain more financial independence or something, there's going to require a long journey for you of work. And so when I said long journey, I heard some disappointment in reply from some people listening then. So I don't know, it's like already been that long or something, I don't know. And so maybe for some it's not even that it's a long journey. I don't know. What is long though, you know? What is long? Is that weeks? Is that months? Is that years? I don't know. But the Nine of Pentacles is certainly not in a hurry, and you know, so slowly but surely you make your way to some sort of prosperous new beginning, and finances do grow. Your week ahead goes from the 8 to the 10 of Pentacles, so there is growth here, and you may see like a significant change, but still things taking their time, you know. What you don't see coming, or what you're not focusing on right now, is the Two of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. So the Two of Swords, immediately I thought that was interesting that she's blindfolded in the area of what you're not seeing, because I mean, it might really be that you're either A, refusing to acknowledge or look at a certain area or aspect here, but mostly I feel like it's just that uncertainty of where to go, to am I making the right choice, am I standing in the right side of this battlefield? If it is a battlefield, that's kind of what I saw then, like am I in the right position? There's a lot of doubt here. And then with the Five of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords, what you might not see coming is financial strain, or the end of a situation that causes you to feel lost, that causes you to feel alone. So what you don't see coming is that, yeah, there may be a challenge and it makes you uncertain which way to go, and pulled between your head and your heart for choices. which is interesting with the with that crystal. What does it say here? Was it? Oh, it might have been group 2 actually. Okay. Yeah. All right. Maybe you're drawn to group 2. I don't know. Don't let my suggestion lead you there. That is up to you. But yeah, what you're not seeing coming is that there is an ending. Maybe it's already happened, but it's just that maybe there's a continuum of uncertainty here or financial strain, just not. I feel like it's the fact that, because just the door, the pentacles behind, and I feel like you're left out of a situation or feeling like you don't get what you deserve here. And then in the outcome, it makes sense because we have the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and Judgment. Now the Judgment reminds me of that 5 of Cups with the sun shining back through, but first you've still got to go through it to get there, like we said. 10 of Wands is heavy burdens, being utterly exhausted, carrying things that you don't need to carry as well, extra luggage, maybe it's literal luggage, maybe you're traveling, but you're carrying extra stuff that's not yours or that you don't need to carry. For some of you, it's just merely the fact that, no, it's not that you don't have to carry it. You very well have to because no one else will, but it's more the fact that there's just so much on your plate right now that you feel like you're drowning or exhausted in some way. So 10 of Wands, this is a heavy, heavy burden. 4 of Pentacles, she looks a little bit, I don't know, actually, when I first looked, I thought she looked quite scornful, but as I look closer, she's not so hard. She's a little bit softer. But it is a card of protection and wanting to keep yourself safe and keep your money safe. She's holding that pentacle very close to her chest, and she's not letting anyone have it or see it. So in the outcome here, it might be having to work very hard to hold on to what is yours, or yeah, just like needing to block certain people or energies, doing what's required to protect your assets or your finances, making smart choices that are going to create stability in your life, in your world. And that's the crystal, actually, because it talks about instilling security and safety and soothing anger. And so that crystal is definitely a good one for you. You may want to work with some agate. But yeah, with the Judgment there, actually, Judgment, now I'm seeing in this, you're not going, what I'm seeing here is you potentially, may not be for everyone, but as we say 1,000 times, I'm getting here that there's a decision made by, maybe it's by the universe, maybe it's by these people or person. There's some decision or higher ruling here that you don't agree with and you don't like. However, it will work out better for you in the long term, even if you don't think so. Like, there's something about it that feels like, a little bit destiny, and it just, like, I feel like she's sort of grabbing her coins and walking away from that judgment call or that outcome, kind of what I feel there, and wanting to, like, for some of you, maybe even, I don't know, there's, like, I think for some, there's something here about resisting something when in actual fact that thing will help you, or when in actual fact that's how it's meant to go and you're better off surrendering to it and then working with the energies to get yourself where you want to be, or something like that. There's a real resistance to something that just is. All right, so we'll jump into the oracles, and you do have the card Heavenly Mercy. That makes sense, I guess, for a lot of these cards that are already here. The crystal for this card is smoky quartz. You might like to work with some smoky quartz. It's beautiful for releasing negative energy. I use it when I'm clearing attachments and things. So we'll read a little from the book. We bring you the gift of heavenly mercy. As you grow spiritually, your energy field becomes more substantial. Your thoughts and actions carry more karmic weight in the world. As your power increases, your ability to do good increases too. Your positive words can have a potent effect on others. So too can the very human moments where you may be having an off day and unintentionally respond to another in a way that is not unconditionally loving. We do not want you to be afraid of becoming powerful. We know that most often you are going to make a positive contribution with your power. We also know that sometimes you will wish that you could undo a choice you have made and its effect. To help you, we offer you our karmic protection, where the destructive impact of your actions is softened and the positive effect of your actions is enhanced. As you grow in power and impact, Our gift of heavenly mercy will surround you, aligning your actions with divine will and blessing you, and all affected by you with divine compassion. I'll just browse my eyes, because Alana Fairchild cards are great like that, and you can sort of just read paragraphs that jump out. So, but because it's such a big write-up, sometimes missing a step is not great. I'm just seeing finally this oracle, so let's just go with that. Finally, this oracle brings you a message. If you have been struggling with an issue that feels too much for you, use the following healing process to pray for heavenly mercy. Mercy will bring you respite when the light of your spirit has grown too bright for your body, emotions, and mind to be able to process. There is a healing process below. In nature, there is night and day. The earthly part of your nature, your sacred animal body, needs a break from the light to absorb its life-giving properties and to integrate and heal itself. Mercy will give your body the spiritual shade it needs to recover from exposure to light, which has become overwhelming. In that shade, it can rest, recover, and prepare to meet the light again, adapting at a gentler and more effective pace. Heavenly mercy will help you recover and repair yourself from your struggles, whilst protecting you from too much too soon. Actually, so I could see there with that Six of Swords, Four of Swords. Yeah, it really does make sense when you read these at the end. I love that. They all tie in beautifully. Will help you recover, repair. Then you will find in due course that what may have once seemed too much to handle naturally becomes easier to successfully resolve. As an additional note, this card carries the energy of Archangel Uriel. If you feel connected to that angelic being, or need confirmation that this angel is with you, or want to connect more deeply with the angelic guide, then this card and the healing process will help you to do so. And the healing process is quite long, so if that is something you're interested in, Group 3, just comment, I'd like Group 3's healing process, please, and I will comment it and then pin it so whoever else wants it will find it easily. But yeah, I'm not going to go reading that out right now. But yeah, I know some people love that, so let me know and I will. But also buying Alana's decks, they often have little healing processes and things at the end of each write-up. So just buying one of these decks, Alana Fairchild of any kind, fantastic for the medicine box. So we had that Earth Magic, which I thought was great because he also had Take a Walk. And see how she's sort of walking on, what could be the heart space of this Earth woman here, and I just feel like these cards came out to really emphasize your connection to the earth. You maybe find yourself honoring pagan rituals, or just very much an earth baby, very connected to Gaia. So maybe we want to look at the book for the Earth Magic, maybe the action. Take a walk take a walk and pay attention to all the growing things around you, or plant some seeds in a garden or container inside. There is a certain magic in starting new life in the soil and watching it grow and blossom. For something even more practical, do something good for the earth, like planting a tree, cleaning up litter, or creating a welcoming space in your yard for birds or critters. Also, as you do any of these things, be mindful of your connection to the element of earth and fill your heart with gratitude for her gifts. The divination, this card is telling you to do something magical. Magic means something different to each of us, but pick an action that seems magical to you that will connect you with the element of earth and do it today. It doesn't have to be a long, complicated ritual, although that's not a bad idea either. Magic feeds the soul as the earth nourishes our bodies. Do something magical, your spirit will thank you. And just taking a walk and connecting with the trees is a fantastic thing to do. We had the card Purity, and it is a card of purifying, but Sacred Destiny right up so well, so let's read that too. No matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. We've heard that message twice now. Your future can be bright and will be, shimmering, sparkling, and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Reoccurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. Makes sense, because we really, like, I'm feeling that with this Hermit card. You may be turning to Christ at this time, finding messages within the Bible or within certain religions or teachings. There's something about that purity there. We've got riding the cosmic wave, and this card is asking you to go with the flow, even when it is a challenge to, you know, this, something about like, you know, there's a time when you need to really give it your all and focus, and there's another time when you kind of just need to let go and let God, or just let go and go with the flow. And so a bit of that is required here, a bit of going with the flow. So we saw the card hydrate and take a walk, but you also had from this deck drink tea. Very nourishing thing to do. Any teas, of course. I've been taking licorice root and dandelion together lately. Absolutely fantastic health benefits for those. Very grounding. Yeah. So, and then we have a whole bunch of tea leaf oracle. I'll mention as well, the underlying energy of your reading was the Seven of Swords. So you could be dealing with manipulation, shady behavior, trickery, deception, all of those things that can come with that. Somebody may be stealing something here. She's sort of nicking these knives and walking off, isn't she? She's sort of watching over her shoulder. So yeah, definitely dealing with some complication now. And that continues into the tea leaf with the axe, with forces working against you. You have lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. You have skull, hidden secrets that can harm you. Cup, you should accept valid criticism. Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. And we had cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. So there's a whole bunch of pretty rough tea leaf oracles there for sure, but a lot of these won't be news to you. I think it's just guidance. We have the bird flying with news is on the way. So this is news for you. Box, you will receive a gift, and rose with romance in the air. So I feel like it's a bit of a mixed bag for group 3s right now, really going through it, but there's also obviously a lot to be gained from these changes and challenges, clearly. And yeah, I look forward to reading again soon when we can continue to unfold this beautiful journey of yours, group 3. So that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it has resonated and brought you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance in this situation. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can book that in the description box below. That they are open now for March as well. So if you don't see anything in February that works for you, you can have a look at March spots as well. And yeah, that's what I have for you, group 3. So all the best, take care of yourselves, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye.